Hi, I'm Dr. Ray.
Hi, and I'm Eric. And we want to thank you for watching this video today. And we have a really good topic we're going to talk about in a couple minutes. And definitely, if most men can relate to this as well, like you always see the men out there that they're just ballers, as you want to call them. They're making a lot of money. You see beautiful women around them, and we create this stigma in our minds that okay, you have to have the money, the material items. That's the secret to getting women. But we're going to talk about what's really going on with this and why you shouldn't really have to worry so much about standing out, or how to stand out, I should say, against men that maybe make more money than you.
Okay, so yeah, so with that being said, it's just remember that women today don't need men, so they don't necessarily need you to provide for them. If they want to get pregnant, they can go to a donor, or they can even text message someone and probably have a quick hookup. It doesn't matter. It's culturally, it's okay now to not be married and so forth. Women can be very independent. So the main thing that women are wanting is a man to be able to show up, be there. And I hear it all the time with women who are with these guys who make a lot of money. They don't feel seen, and they're having maybe an affair. They're just not happy. The man's not connective. The sex is lousy and so forth. And I mean, men who I've seen who totally bury themselves in work, who are not self-reflective, who are not in their bodies, have always been horrible lovers. It's why this woman might go to the extreme and go out with an artistic guy who doesn't have any money, who's maybe not grounded and not be attracted. And this guy has an impression that, that because he's not that, she's not attracted or to him because he doesn't have money. But it's more that she's attracted to a man who's grounded. She's attracted to a man who is not indecisive. She's attracted to a man who can really be present for her feelings, which she might not be able to get that from the kind of macho guy who's just checked out, or the guy who's really artistic, who is more feminine, who wants to share his feelings. They want a guy who could be sensitive but also grounded. And that's what would make any man, any boy, stand out than a man who makes money, because most men have not developed that part of themselves.
I have a personal story where I can really relate to this because I spent about 4 years. I knew this guy that was just obsessed with Hollywood and money, and I remember him showing me his bank account one month, and he had $400,000 had come in, through some deals he'd done. But his basically money and that status, that the money or the Lamborghini brought was really like that was his masculinity. He put it all into that. And I would watch him interact with women, and he would literally pull out a stack of credit cards, about 14 of them with a black Amex on top. And his first words to a girl he's attracted to, hey, you want to go shopping on Rodeo Drive, and show him the black Amex, let him hold it, it's metal. And it's funny because the reaction of some of the girl, like a normal girl, would be like, ew, like really? That's what you lead with? But then you would have women that would take them up on it. And this same person would be adamant how women are just users, and they're just gold diggers, and they're just there to take your money, and marriage is a sham.
They do exist. They do. Some of them exist, but we're not talking about those women, so you don't want to be with those women.
Yeah. But the point is, look at the bait he was fishing with.
Yes.
He wasn't really connected to his true masculinity. He was seeking approval from the world by trying to show, look at these materialistic things that are supposed to represent my status, masculinity. And because he was insecure, he attracted insecure women that feel justified, that just they're using each other. He's using them for sex. And they're using them for money. It's in a way, it's an equitable exchange between the two. So you have to be careful with what you attract as a man. It's not about the money. Women are attracted to status. They're attracted to, but status doesn't equate to money. If you see a really true high caliber, beautiful woman with a man who has wealth, he didn't get her because of the wealth. He got the wealth because he's able to get her. Like there's a difference. It's because of who he is as a man that makes him attractive, and he has an abundant life, period. Right? It's not just isolated to women or money, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So if you want to stand out, the main thing that you want to be able to do, again, is be grounded, be able to hold space for. You don't run from her when she's expressing her feelings. I mean, if you want a feminine woman, know yourself, be reflective, be vulnerable rather than macho. That meaning that, a lot of these guys who do make money, or guys who say they're alpha male, they take themselves way too seriously. And so true confidence is a man who can laugh at himself, and have your own passions, your own purpose. Like you can have a job that maybe doesn't pay you that well, but because you put your heart into it and you like what you do, that can be very attractive. It's just really important. And just make sure that, again, the relationship might last or end. If a woman knows no matter what, if she leaves, that you're going to carry on offering your talents to the world, meaning that you are shown up as you are as a man because this is why you exist. It's not for her. She's an extension of that. Then she's going to be more attracted to you. And it shows up in the conversations with her. She's going to feel like, man, this guy really knows himself. There's something about that. And the reason why that becomes really attractive to her, because she doesn't feel like she has to change who she is to make you happy. You already are happy. And that's the most attractive thing that a woman would want to see in a man, that he is happy with who he is.
Yeah, my last relationship was one of the earliest challenges with it, where I had to question my own masculinity, was she was dating a billionaire before she dated me. I'm not a billionaire. So if money mattered, she would have just went with the money, but she chose me. She had more with me, even though I didn't have anything close to that kind of financial status. So that's just a case in point.
Yeah,
I know Dr. Ray,
let me share one last. Yeah, I mean,
sure.
There's a woman I dated who, it's really funny. We went out and there's things that she was doing that was, oh my God, like I can tell she had a lot of money, and she had her own soup line. She made soups. And a day came, like very early on while dating her, I'm like, how much soup do you actually sell? Because what she owned, and of course she did, it was family money, and she also works for herself because she just wants to have something to do, but it didn't matter to her. When I talk about money, she had a lot of money, and it didn't matter to her. And we're still really good friends, and she still says that, she still has like this attraction to me. And she had gotten bored with most of the guys that she was with. And these are guys who maybe had money, who maybe appeared to be a man of status. And yet I was able to challenge her with the things I'm sharing here with you. Like, I mean, I called her on her stuff. I was grounded. I spoke my mind. I didn't become a chameleon with her. I was strong, and that was what she was attracted to, which is what we're trying to teach her.
So if you're a man watching this video and there's maybe two parts of your mind right now. There's one part that says, but I see all the status around money. It's like, I still kind of want that. I feel like things would be better if I had it. And there's other party that kind of sees the logic. There's something that resonates about what we're saying. If you want to bridge that gap where you can realize that you can start to attract the kind of woman that you want. And guess what? Other things in life, it's all connected. Other things in life start to show up as well. Whatever you can set your mind to, that's all part of that masculine, go out and get it type energy. But Dr. Ray has put together a very powerful course on connecting to true inner masculinity. And when you awaken that, believe me, it has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with the clothes you wear. It has nothing to do with those things. All those things are secondary to this. It's about connecting to who you really are, that part of you that you might even be afraid to express at times, because you might feel like it's risky or whatever it might be. And I know, Doctor, you spent over a decade working with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of men with the same issues over and over and over. So you've taken all that information, kind of the common problems, and chunked it down into a simple, easy to digest course. And what we'll do, if you're watching this video, we'll put a link right here where you can click and check that out. And please do it. You owe it to yourself as a man. It's a very small investment. Go in and do it, and start empowering yourself with the kind of knowledge that's going to go against what society is teaching you in the movies and what society is telling you in the TV shows and on the news, and maybe even friends and stuff that are just lost in this like quagmire of misinformation about what it really means to be a man. So if you have any final words, Dr. Ray, invite him. Awesome.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, I just want to thank you for your time and for sharing this. As a great topic. And if you like this video, make sure you thumb it up, like it, share it, and leave us a comment.
Thank you.